and all the other things. So that's all I got. I know I enjoyed Halloween last night. So that's everything that you got to know on that. And that's the best news yet there. So check that out. Happy November, everybody. November's officially here. This is the month of Thanksgiving. So all you got to know that first thing I'm gonna talk about the fact that Browns murdered the Bengals. Alexa Bliss and Asuka became the new women's tag team champs. Mike Zimmer's son Adam Zimmer is deceased at 38. Trash Brady's gonna be focusing on his kiddos and getting a chance to win games, which he will not be doing. He still sucks. He's gonna get joint custody, and him and Giselle get joint custody of the kiddos. Ravens to get Roquan Smith and Sixers they lose picks. By the way, I'll tell you about that. That's everything that you got to know. And Takeoff has died. And many other news, by the way, guys. Let's get you guys to right now. All right, first thing, sir. I'm starting to with the fact that the Browns have murdered the Bengals 32-13. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought the Bengals were going to beat the. That didn't happen. So it was the Browns that just murdered the Bengals at their home turf. Wow. Congrats to the Browns and those wins. Wow, that's something right there. Another news I want to get you guys into. Alexa Bliss and Asuka, they became the new women's tag team champs after they took out Dakota Kai and Io Sky. So big congrats to them on that. Also, guys, some other news, by the way, that the Ravens, they get Roquan Smith, by the way. The Ravens, they send the Bears second and fifth round picks in 2023. AJ Klein is going to be going to the Bears. Bears, they pay Smith $4.833 million, while the Ravens pay him $575K for the rest of the season. So, wow, that's something right there, everybody. That's everything that you got to know. Another news here, sad news here, that Mike Zimmer's son, Adam Zimmer, has been deceased at 38. My thoughts and prayers go to Mike Zimmer, all his family members, all his fans. It's a horrific tragedy. It's very unclear what Adam Zimmer died of, by the way. We don't know what it was, so that's awful news there. Rest in peace, Adam Zimmer. Another sad news here, that Takeoff, who's a member of Migos, has died at 38, by the way, after being shot in a Houston bowling alley known as the 810 Billiards and Bowling Houston. Now, Quavo and Takeoff, they were rolling a bunch of dice, and a scuffle ensued. Now, scuffle ensued, by the way. Scuffle broke out. Shots were fired at the bowling alley in Houston. 2 of the people were shot down and taken to a hospital. Quavo wasn't injured. My thoughts prayers go out to Quavo, to Offset, to Takeoff's family members and his fans. Awful, awful news of this horrific incident. Awful news, guys. So rest in peace, Takeoff. Sad news, guys. So Takeoff was shot dead yesterday. I believe it was yesterday, or early this morning. Awful news, guys. So that's awful news, guys. So rest in peace, Takeoff. Just sad news, guys. He was 38. Other news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that Khalil Davis is one of T.O.'s neighbors, was charged with second-degree misdemeanor of false reports. Sorry, guys. False reports stemming from an incident with T.O. She'll be doing court in December next month, by the way. And if convicted of these charges, she will be behind bars for good. So, not looking good there. I mean, this is all started after T.O. was parking his car, and then he got into it with Khalil Davis, one of the neighbors. So, not looking good there. In other news, Trash Brady focusing on his kiddos and trying to win games, which you're not going to do. Now, him and Giselle, they share joint custody of the kiddos. You know what? Let me tell you this, all right? Trash Brady has been garbage, all right? Brady, if you stay retired, none of that will be happening, all right? You'd be retired for good. You'd be staying retired. You retire with class. You threw the whole Bucks and your close ones on the bus. So what are you going to tell your colleagues? What are you going to tell your family members? What are you going to tell the kiddos? That you lied to them? Because your kiddos must have been the ones that assisted you to retire as well, especially the fans in that matter. And you tell all the fans that you lied. Sorry, guys. You tell them exactly that the engineer for you. You tell them that I'm sorry I lied about fake retirement. I'm sorry that I wasn't, that wasn't the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm sorry that my past came back to bite me in my backside, which it did, by the way. So Brady, your season's over. You're a wash. All right. When you retire for good this time with class, everyone's gonna forget about you, your legacy, your livelihood, all these things, all your past achievements. Because Brady, you are nothing but trash. You're just some sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize for this. You're just some sorry prick goat and a divorce goat that's already been exposed. All right. When there's smoke, there's fire. Brady, you know firsthand that you did this to yourself, and your past came back to haunt you. You know that cliffhanger theory? Well, guess what? It came back, didn't it? So how does it feel, TB12, knowing that your ex left you high and dry? How does it feel? No, that those fans aren't gonna have your back no more. How does it feel that your teammates, they gave up on you, and that the fans gave them? How do you feel, TB? How do you feel, Trash Brady, or TB12 in that matter? Because you're overrated goat. That's all you're ever gonna be. All right. You're a divorce goat that's gonna be exposed. That's already been exposed. And I don't care what happens to you next week, because either way, Brady, you're not worth it. You're not. You're not worth the dime dozen to anybody, not the fans, nobody. So Brady, kiss your career goodbye. You threw everybody on the bus, and that's your fault, and you know it, Brady. You know it. So TB12, you should be ashamed of yourself. Shame on you, TB12, because all of yours. I loved you so hard. I told you something was gonna happen, but you didn't listen. TB12 should have stayed retired. Could have won a catastrophe, but no. Your season's over. So Brady, you're done. You are plain done. In other news, by the way, I want to get you guys, by the way, the Jazz defeated the Grizz 121-05. Clips defeated the Rockets 95-93. You also had the Kings defeat the Blues 5-1. You had the Sabres defeat the Red Wings 8-3. You had let's see, Kings defeat the Cats 3-2. You had the Kings defeat the Blues 5-1. Sabres defeat the Red Wings 8-3. So that's also because you had the Sixers defeat the Wiz 118-111. You had the Bucks defeat the Pistons 110-108. Nets defeat the Pacers 116-109. And that's all there's to know on that. And speaking of the Sixers, by the way, that they have lost their 2 picks. Second round picks in 2023 and 2024, by the way, NBA drafts, for violating NBA free agency rules, by the way, by early discussions regarding PJ Tucker and Danuel House. So, not good, man. That'll be tampering, all right? That'll be tampering. You don't want to do that. Discussing other teams and violating free agency rules. That's something you don't want to do. So, Sixers got caught in the act. They lost their picks, and that's all they're gonna say about that. So, once again, guys, the Sixers, they have lost second-round picks in 2023 and 2024 for violating the NBA, violating the free agency rules, by the way, for having early discussions of PJ Tucker and Danuel House. That's not good for them, so they should know better. Should know better. Now, also, got some other news. I want to get you to, by the way, that Carmelo suffered a miscarriage at the hospital of an ectopic pregnancy, causing her baby. Losing her baby, by the way. So awfulness for Carmella, by the way, for Miss Money herself. So she's not been on WWE for quite a while because she's had a bit of a miscarriage in the hospital of ectopic pregnancy. My thoughts and prayers go to Carmella, all of her family members, to Corey Graves. This horrific loss. Awful news. That's all there's I got to say about that, everybody. Also, guys, some other news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that let's see here. Oh yeah. Also, some other news here that Song Frontiers, I'm sure you guys saw the prologue, Divergence. It had Knuckles. Oh yes, Knuckles, by the way. He's in there. He's got his own anime prologue. He's got his own Song Frontiers prologue, by the way. It's amazing. It's incredible. It is out now, so check it out, everybody. Everything you need to know that. But Knuckles, by the way, he gets stuck in cyberspace along with Tails and Amy. But now, next Tuesday, Song Frontiers will be out. So yes, Song Frontiers will be out by next Tuesday, guys. Find out what ensues in the aftermath. Find out what ensues, everybody. And that's everything there is you gotta know. So, and it got great suspense. That's all you need to know about that. And also, guys, Tales 30th milestone anniversary comic will be out November 16th. And Scrambled Island is gonna be moved to November 23rd. And Sun Idea 55 will be out November 30th. So that's everything there is you gotta know right there, everybody. That's everything there is you need to know. Also, guys, some other news, by the way, that Marcus Brady's been fired as the Colts offensive coordinator, so not looking good there. After that, this is all after the Commanders, they beat the Colts, so he's there. Another news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that I want to say brother wish to Jenny McCarthy, Tony Collette, Willie D, Gary Player, Tim Cook, Adelaide Choppa, Kaylee Bryant, Rachel Bush, JoJo Fletcher, Laura Gurrola, Kodai, Elise, Tiffany, Lorraine. You got Aishwarya Rai Bachchan, Susu Ibrahim, Marina Laswick, Ileana D. Cruz, Laura Garala, Sophia Forrest, Margarita Maman, Billy Gunn, Coco Chris, Morgan Ketzner, Gabby Jarvis, Eric Spolstra, Jacqueline Woodwell, Alice Carroll of Rage the Dragons, Elizabeth Blanchard of King of Fighters 15, Gyra Caffeine of Samurai Showdown, Kim Ung Che of Samurai Shonen as well. So send them all your birthday wishes, shout out, tweets. Be sure to do some of that. That's all the news you need to know. That's all I can say about it. So check that out, guys. Everything you're gonna need to know. Be sure to catch a new episode of NXT later on tonight, by the way, on USA Network. And Mandy Rose, she celebrates her days as champ, by the way, 1 year anniversary as champ. So big wrestler on that with a stroke achievement she's had. Best you get there. Also, guys, the Kansas City, the Cats 32. Always you gotta know on that. So that's the best you get there. That's all that I can think of. That's everything that you need to know. So that's the best you get there, and that's also gotta say on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do right there for the Khalil Sports Board. Live subscribe to the Khalil Level Sports Board YouTube channel on Facebook page by any and all necessary. Send me comments to your thoughts on the Browns murdering the Bengals 32-13. Let me know comments about what your thoughts and reactions are. Also, guys, what are your thoughts on Alexa Bliss and Asuka become the new women's tag team champs? Let me know about that, everybody. With us on also thoughts to Mike Zimmer. He lost his son Adam Zimmer at 38. So awful news there. Rest in peace, Adam Zimmer. Send thoughts out to Quavo and rest of Amigos as they lost Takeoff, who was 2/3 Amigos. Awful news there. He was shot at a Houston bowling alley early this morning. Awful news, by the way. So awful news. So that's all you gotta know on that. Rest in peace, Takeoff. Your thoughts on Sixers losing second round picks? There's their 2023 and 2024 NBA draft picks. Violating free agency rules regarding PJ Tucker. Having early discussions regarding PJ Tucker and Danuel House. What thoughts about the repercussions they could await them? What are your thoughts exactly on let's see here. Your thoughts exactly on Trash Brady, TB12, who's a divorce girl, by the way. Focusing on his kiddos and trying to win games, which he's not going to do. But TB12 sucks. We all know that for a fact. So TB12 is not worth the time just to end nobody, which he's not. So TB12, you're not worth it. You're not. You're just plain garbage. You were garbage last week, and I was surprised that Giselle isolated from you and divorced, son's divorce was from you, let you high and dry on my 29th birthday. Look at that. What are you going to do now, TB12? You're going to cry like everybody else. Is that what you're going to do? You're going to cry like you did last week? Because that cliffhanger theory came back to haunt you, didn't it? Because obviously you're scared, bro. You're playing scared. That's all I got to say about that. What are your thoughts, everybody, on that note? You think TB12 should have stayed retired? Let me know about that, everybody. What are your thoughts on the Bucks being the Pistons 110-108? Let me know about that, everybody. I'll just respond to that. Also, got to send your brother wishes out to Jenny McCarthy, Tony Collette, Willie D, Gary Player, Tim Cook, and others out there. Now, also Coco Chris and Lord Gorilla and others out there. Some of my brother wishes out tweets. Be sure just that's all that you need to know. I'll be back for more breaking news, training times, live all day, so much. So learn to hold on one day, Khalil. I have a sports report, every sports later, everything there is you need to know. That's all that I can say. Take care, you guys. You guys have a good day. Please be safe with that. Bye-bye.